Hey everybody, Ashley here, Sexton-Brewing.com. Thanks for joining today. Today I'm just going to give you guys a quick little update as to how my hops are doing so far this season. So let's take a look. Alright, so just to recap everybody, I got 3 plants going right now. I have my Chinook right here, which is a second-year plant. I have my Cascade here and my Hallertau right there. Both the Cascade and the Hallertau are both established, very well established plants. They are, I think, 5 years old now. So, my first update video was done early in May. Now it is the end of June, so we've had 2 months since the last video. These are probably going to be uploaded very close to one another. So it's been a very, very wet season here, so haven't really had to water the hops all that much, and now we're sort of getting into our hot season. So as you can see, my second year Chinook is doing quite well. It's reached the top of the trellis and it's sort of crawled along a little bit, ending right there. If I had to guess, we're probably looking at around 9 feet in height total. This has been going pretty well. Again, with this plant being a second year plant, I'm not doing any pruning or anything like that. I'm just sort of letting it all go crazy and wild and growing upwards. Any of these side shoots that I get, I'm just gently tucking them up so they can wind upwards. That's corn. So over here, Cascade. This one has been growing like absolute bonkers. So you'll notice I do a vertical up about 6 feet, and then I go across as far as I can up to my my deck here. So my Cascade, and the way I've strung these, I have 3 strings here, 1, 2, and 3, and they all tie down right at the base here. So they go up into a more of a triangular shape, and they connect to these eyelets up here, 1, 2, and then 3, and then they string all the way across to the top post there. If I had to guess, we're probably looking at around I don't know, 20 some odd feet, give or take. And as you can tell, in only 2 months, that Cascade has almost reached the end on the middle string there. 3rd string in is sort of, it's a little bit behind, and the 2nd string is actually, yeah, the first and second string are pretty close to one another. So I'm going to assume that very soon this Cascade plant is going to stop its growth lengthwise, and then it'll start producing little burrs, which will turn into hop cones. So you'll also notice too these side shoots. I have never had side shoots like this that are this long and aggressive. This is quite impressive. That's a good sign that these are the side shoots are where, from what I understand, where a lot of the hop cones are going to be produced. So that's looking great. Now over here we have the Hallertau. This one's having a good season as well. Same setup as the Cascade, so three strings leading up, and I got 2 binds on each string, so 6 binds in total. You'll notice the length on the Hallertau is not as great. I'm not too sure if there's anything wrong with the plant. I personally don't think so. Years past, this one has never grown as much as the Cascade, so this one still has a way to go to reach its max. But I'm suspecting it'll probably stop growing in another foot or 2, and then we're on to the next step. So what is next step for these hops right now? We're just going to leave these for the next few weeks or so until we get into the middle of July. And then what we're going to do, we're going to start pruning the bottom 2 to 3 feet. So there will be an update video on that. Now the important thing, if you are growing your own hops at home, again, if it's just a first year plant, just let everything go like crazy to establish the root. Any established plants, what you'll want to do, you want to come out every other day or so and make sure that there's no extra little shoots coming up. Like you see this guy right here. I should just do this with pruning shears, but I'll just do it with my finger. You want to cut these down to the root. You don't want any extra shoots coming up, because they're just going to take nutrients and energy that from the root system that was meant for the main plant for hop or for cone production. So like this, I'm going to come back with my little pruner and just snip this one all the way back. Now you'll also see here I got these other plants. So as you may know, hops are very susceptible to pests, so it is not a bad idea if you've had issues in the past to plant companion plants. Now this companion plant, this is called an nasturtium. It's actually a flowering plant. Its roots don't go too deep or anything like that into the soil, so it doesn't really help, or it doesn't hurt the hop production. But what it's going to do once it flowers, it's going to help deter pests such as aphids. Aphids they were my number one enemy last year with my hops. So aphids, once they get onto the leaves, you'll see them behind the leaves. Thankfully, I haven't had an issue yet. But the Nasturtium plants, they will just help ensure that over the course of the season we don't get any aphid infestations. And yeah, that's it for now. So you'll probably get another update in another few weeks, and we'll be trimming the bottom 2 or 3 feet. And the purpose for that is just to help airflow and reduce the chance of any sort of mildew or mold or anything like that growing on the leaves. It's a very susceptible plant to mold and mildew. So not mold, but just mildew. Anyways, so far, yeah, overall, guys, it's been a pretty great growing season, and I can't wait to see the first burrs pop up. So anyways, thanks for joining. If you have any questions about hop growing or what I've been doing with my hops, just send a message down below. Thanks so much, and have yourselves a great day, guys. Cheers.